Oswalt I've seen for 3 months down in Florida, and he is a all the time strike thrower. He's got as good or probably better command of all of his pitches than anybody here at this point. But stuff wise, I never saw him pitch like that in Florida. I mean, he was, and I was told that's a career record for strikeouts for him. I think he had 8 in the 6 innings, but he really pitched well. So he set a great tone. We were leading the world in base on balls coming in at night. It was nice to have somebody just pound the strike zone, because when that happens, the infielders are more alert. When they see a guy throwing strikes, and our defense reflected that tonight. We played real crisp defense. Then it was nice to get on the board early. We had a fortunate break on the first play of the game. As I can see, their shortstop's a good player, but the first ball hit by Tharp, the second bounce went right into the sun, and he shied away from it because he didn't want to get hit in the face. He couldn't see it, and and then Rosario gets a base hit and Katz the 2-run triple. So it's nice to get on the board early. And the first 4 games, our situational hitting left a lot to be desired. So for Nito to get the ground ball when their infield was back and add the 3rd run, that's the first time in the, it's only 5 games, but that's the first time we put a 3 spot up on an inning. And so that, that gave a little comfort and a little cushion. And, we talked to the dugout about add-on runs to not, as good as he was pitching, not sit on it. It was nice to see Tuschak hit a ball out of the ballpark to give us a run, and then we tacked on another one there late. But all in all, it was a fun game to watch tonight. The kids played really good.
Now, speaking of Tuschak, 2 pretty good games in a row now offensively. You've only been here a few games. This is a tough park to hit a home run out of, especially right field with that wind blowing in. He really hit that one out pretty good.
Yeah, he did, and he was fortunate that he hit it down the line to the shortest part, because last night Deal hit a ball, and Deal's a big, strong guy, as good as he could hit it to straightaway right field, and it was caught at the wall. And Bernal hit a ball as hard and as far as he could ever hit one tonight, and the wind just cut it in half to deep left center, and it was cut down. But yeah, that was good. Joe's had some good swings the last couple nights, and he's playing. He made a nice catch early in the game down in the left field corner. So just all in all, there was a lot of good things that happened for us tonight, and that's good, because it's a confidence builder for the kids, especially coming off an ugly game last night with. We struck out too many times again, too many base on balls. We talked about the errors last night, so it was good to have a good game. It was good all the way around. And my God, what, 2.5 hours or 2:20 or something?
Yeah.
Which, when pitchers work fast, throw strikes, and keep the ball down, it keeps the tempo going. And that's something we've tried to get them to realize. You're going to get better plays made behind you when you're aggressive in the count, and the defense is anticipating a play rather than ball, and then they end up, although they're trying to be ready, they end up being surprised when a ball is hit. So, yeah, a lot of good things tonight, and Moore, who, he hadn't played for, the new drafted guys, not being in this super regional thing, they hadn't played for a while, so. We, as coaches and the fans and the players themselves, I told them before we started, you guys have to be patient, because this game isn't that easy to not be in a game for 3 weeks and think you're going to have instant success. And, you've seen Moore strike out a lot, hitting in our 3-hole, but now those at-bats that he got started to pay off, because he hit 3 bullets tonight. I mean, he hit one right at the first baseman, lined out to second, and then finally lined a single to right center. So it was good to see him have 3 quality at-bats that, he's getting, you can see his timing and rhythm coming along now. So that's good. That's a good thing.
Everything sort of just clicked tonight. What do you think it was about the team today as opposed to yesterday or the day before?
Well, I think, number one, Oswalt the pitching always sets the tone. And, for him to have a crisp, I mean, the way the innings were, it was like, you'd have thought that he was trying to catch a 9:50 movie or something tonight, because he was not only working quick and very focused, but he had great angle down on his pitches, and they kept swinging and missing. I mean, he just did a great job. And then, like I say, we had all the infielders were out here at 2:30 today, and took a ton of extra hitting. Benny talked to the guys, and so did Edgar. about relaxing and thinking more up the middle instead of pulling off pitches, because we've been striking out way too much. And I didn't look at the stats. I know we didn't strike out near as much tonight. Okay, 5 times. So that's a better sign of making contact. And we, like I said, we got some key hits. Once we got on the board early, the way the pitching was tonight, it was pitching took care of it. And certainly Scarlett Reyes came in and he did a good job as well. So it was good. All in all, just a fun game for us to watch.
So if you're looking to go up the middle, you're looking for the guy not to pull, but in that case, you're looking for the guys to just cut down on their swing.
Well, it's not so much
being long.
It's not so much cut down, Jimmy, but see, when you get guys to think up the middle, their head stays on the ball. When guys think pull, the first thing that happens is their front shoulder and their head come off the ball. So they're not seeing it at the critical time, especially if it's moving away from them, a slider or a curveball. So the thought process of staying up the middle keeps the front shoulder and the head on the pitch longer. And if it ends up being inside, they'll automatically pull it. But the ball center out, it puts them in a better position to stay on it and make contact. Because before you got here a couple of nights ago, we punched out 27 times in a doubleheader, which I don't know how we managed to win out of that when you're striking out that many times, but thank God we found a way to win one of them. So much better tonight.
Corey, you look like Roy Oswalt out there tonight. How'd you feel going into tonight's game?
I felt really good. I just was really mentally prepared before my start. I just trusted the game plan that I had going into it, trusted what my catcher was putting down, and just going with it, having fun, trying to compete.
Now, you got a lot of swings and misses. Now, is this something that you normally get? You got a lot of movement on the fastball down, right?
Yeah, tonight I was just throwing a lot of 2-seams just because I was just trying to throw the rhythm off, and I was doubling up with changeups and things. So every time I threw a fastball, I probably snuck up on them. I just felt like I had pretty good late movement.
How important was it that your team reacted so quickly in the bottom of the first, scoring 3 runs right off the bat?
Oh, it was important. We just, right at the beginning of the game, we just put those runs on the board, and just from there, it just gives everyone hope throughout the game, and everyone just competed to their best ability and just had fun with it. And every time there's runners on base and you're making plays early in the game, it puts pressure on the other team.
Now, from a pitcher's standpoint, you get 7 down, 1-2, or whatever it was in the first inning. They put up 3 for you. Does that change your mentality? Hey, I got a little breathing room here, right?
Yeah, it's nice to have runs on the board. It doesn't change my game plan. Whatever game plan I have going in through the game, I just stick with it. And overall, I just go out there and compete.
And how are you adjusting to life in Brooklyn?
Well, I'm from the city, but not anything like this. I'm from San Diego, but it's crazy. I love it here. It's definitely different, but overall I'm adjusting well. So.
Look at last night's game, and pretty much everything that could go wrong did. So how important was it to have sort of a bounce back for you guys tonight?
Very important. Just came out there, played our game, stayed within ourselves, and just focused on getting runs and throwing strikes, and we did well.
Been swinging pretty well lately. It's pretty tough to hit a homer here, huh? What'd you get on that pitch?
Fastball. I honestly didn't think it was gone. I thought it just hit off the wall and took off left, and was trying to get a triple, and then they said it was out, and I was very surprised, very happy.
Yeah, I think it hit the railing right above the fence. Yeah, you got a good piece on.
How excited were you when you hit that ball?
Very excited. The last couple of years haven't hit many home runs, so to get the first one this year out of the way pretty early was pretty exciting, and takes a lot of relief off my shoulders.
Hitting the ball well the last couple of games. What's your approach at the plate?
Last couple of games I've been more aggressive. Benny, Fonzie, and Gamboa have been getting on me for being a little too patient. So just getting in the box and getting ready to hit the first pitch if it's right there.
What does it mean for you to have players, somebody like Elgato Alfonso coming up to you and giving you batting advice?
It's awesome. Always heard about him on TV, always watched highlights about him, never thought he'd be my coach here, and it's been a pleasure to have him.